Imagine a world where everyone told you that your dreams were impossible. Imagine being told that the things you were passionate about were too bold, too risky, or too far-fetched to ever come true. Let me tell you something, the world is filled with dreamers, but it's also filled with doubters. And the reality is there are always going to be people who tell you that you can't. The real question is, will you listen? For every person who believes in you, there's someone waiting to say, that's too difficult, you can't do that. You will hear things like, you're not qualified enough, or you're too old, or even, you're too young. There's always a reason people want to put you into a box, to limit you. But guess what? That box wasn't made for you. You have incredible power inside of you, power that can shatter those limits, power that can transform obstacles into stepping stones. But to unleash that power, you need to make a decision right now. Will you let other people's doubts define you, or will you define yourself? The first thing you must do is challenge the belief systems that have been handed to you. Whether they were shaped by your family, society, or past experiences, these beliefs can often limit your growth. They don't define who you are or what you're capable of. Your potential is limitless when you refuse to accept the limitations others place on you. Now, let me be clear. Proving them wrong isn't about revenge. It's about empowerment. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of more than anyone ever expected. And it starts with shifting your mindset. Instead of thinking of every setback as a failure, think of it as feedback, a lesson. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time someone says you can't, you discover a way to make it happen. But here's the secret. It's not enough to just believe in yourself. Belief without action is just a thought. You must take massive, consistent action toward your goals, even when it feels like no one believes in you. That action will prove, not just to others, but to yourself, that you are committed. And guess what? As you take that action, you'll discover just how strong you truly are. Remember, the journey is not always easy, and it won't always be a smooth ride. There will be moments of doubt. There will be times when you want to quit. But in those moments when the world is telling you no, that's when you need to look inward and tell yourself, I am unstoppable. I am going to prove them wrong. Stay focused. Keep moving forward. Whether it's one small step or one giant leap, just keep moving toward your vision. And every time someone doubts you, use that doubt as fuel. Let their negativity become the spark that lights your fire. Because in the end, those who doubt you will watch in awe as you prove them wrong, not by telling them, but by doing it. Don't let anyone's limits hold you back. You are bigger than their doubts, you are stronger than their criticism, and you are destined for greatness. Keep pushing, keep striving, and keep proving the world wrong. In life, everyone faces moments of doubt and challenge. No matter how determined or talented you are, there will always be someone who doubts your potential. Whether it's a family member, a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, the world often seems eager to remind you of the limitations they perceive in you, and these doubts can be crippling. They can stop you in your tracks, make you question your abilities, and even derail your dreams. But here's the powerful truth. The doubts others cast upon you are reflections of their own fears, not your reality. Often, people project their own limitations onto you because they themselves are afraid to take risks or because they have never believed in something big enough to stretch their own boundaries. Their doubts are about them, not about you. When someone says, you can't do that, they aren't speaking from a place of understanding, they're speaking from a place of their own unmet potential. However, it's easy to let these doubts creep in and hold us back. We're social beings and we crave approval and acceptance from others. When we hear the word no, or when someone says we can't achieve something, it often triggers a deep emotional response. Maybe it makes us second guess our worth or question if we're even capable of succeeding. The fear of failure and the fear of judgment are powerful emotions that can paralyze us. But here's the key. You are in control of how you respond to doubt. You don't have to accept the limitations others place on you. You can choose to see doubt not as a barrier, but as a challenge to prove them wrong. In fact, some of the most successful people in history were told they couldn't achieve their dreams. They were told their ideas were unrealistic, that they should give up. But instead of retreating, they chose to lean into their doubts and use them as motivation to push further, work harder, and prove that those who doubted them were wrong. It's crucial to understand that doubt isn't just an external force. It can also come from within. We all have internal doubts. The negative self-talk, the imposter syndrome, the I'm not good enough voices that echo in our minds. These are often the most dangerous doubts because they come from a place where we've allowed external criticism to seep into our internal dialogue. When we begin to believe those doubts, they become our reality. How do we overcome these doubts? First, we must recognize them for what they are, fleeting thoughts, not facts. The negative thoughts and doubts that come into our minds are not who we are. They are simply challenges we can confront, acknowledge, and release. Doubts are natural, but they don't define you. The next step is to reframe how you see doubt. Instead of viewing it as something that holds you back, see it as an opportunity to rise above. Each time doubt appears, it presents an opportunity to show yourself what you're made of. It's a test, a chance to prove that you can take that negativity, that skepticism, and turn it into fuel for your own success. The more doubt you face, the stronger and more resilient you become. Every no becomes an invitation to say yes to your dreams. The truth is, you are made to defy limits. Whether they are set by others or by yourself, you are made to break through the barriers and step into your greatness. When someone doubts you, let it be the spark that ignites your inner drive. Let it propel you toward your goals with a greater sense of purpose. There is something incredibly powerful in the act of proving someone wrong, not out of anger or frustration, but out of the desire to prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Remember, your journey is not dependent on the approval or support of others. You don't need to wait for permission to be great. You have the ability to create your own path, make your own decisions, and most importantly, build your own success. The doubts of others are simply noise. They are not the truth of who you are or what you are capable of achieving. So the next time someone tells you that you can't, remember this: you can, you will, and you will prove them wrong. Not just for them, but for yourself. The doubt you face is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your breakthrough. Each challenge, each no, each moment of skepticism is an opportunity for you to show the world what you're made of. The journey may not always be easy, but the path is yours to walk. And every step you take will be a testament to your strength and determination. In the end, it's not about making others believe in you, it's about believing in yourself. The doubts will come, but with each step you take, with each challenge you overcome, you will prove to yourself and the world that you are capable of far more than anyone ever expected. Every person on this planet has untapped potential. We are all born with an innate ability to achieve incredible things, yet so many of us settle for far less than what we're capable of. The reason? We often don't realize just how much power we hold within us. We become trapped in limiting beliefs, surrounded by people who may not see our potential, and sometimes we even lose sight of our own greatness. But the truth is, within each of us is a power waiting to be unleashed. The first step to unlocking your potential is recognizing that you are capable of far more than you think. From the moment we're born, society begins to shape our understanding of who we are and what we can do. We are told what's realistic, what's practical, and what's possible. Over time, these ideas become internalized, and we begin to believe that we can only achieve what is within the confines of what we've been told is achievable. But this is a lie. The potential you hold is limitless, and it's up to you to break free from the constraints placed on you by others. One of the most powerful things you can do to unleash your potential is to question the limitations that you've been taught. Look at the boundaries that have been set for you, not just by others, but by your own beliefs, and ask yourself, are these truly mine, or are they a reflection of someone else's fear or insecurity? In most cases, the limitations you believe to be true are simply the result of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not measuring up. But fear, while natural, is not a reason to stop moving forward. In fact, fear can often be a sign that you're on the right path. When you face fear head on, something amazing happens. You begin to expand your boundaries. Every time you step outside of your comfort zone, you are stretching your capacity. You are teaching yourself that you are more powerful than you ever imagined. In those moments when you think you can't go any further, that's when you prove to yourself that your potential is not just a concept, but a reality. To truly unleash your potential, you need to surround yourself with the right people and environments. It's crucial to be around individuals who encourage growth, challenge your thinking, and inspire you to reach higher. Unfortunately, we live in a world that often celebrates mediocrity, and if you surround yourself with people who are comfortable with average, it's easy to get stuck. You have to find those who see the greatness within you, even when you can't see it yourself. Their belief in you will serve as a mirror that reflects your own untapped potential. Another essential factor in unlocking your potential is having a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Without vision, it's easy to become distracted, to give up when things get tough, or to settle for less than what you truly desire. Vision is what fuels your passion and gives you the strength to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear or difficult. When you know where you're headed, the bumps along the road become mere detours, not dead ends. But here's the most important thing to remember. Unleashing your potential is not an overnight event. It's not something that happens in one grand gesture or a single moment of realization. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and action. It requires you to embrace discomfort and face challenges head-on, knowing that each step forward is a step toward your greatness. Each failure along the way is a lesson, and every setback is simply a setup for a comeback. The people who succeed are the ones who embrace the journey of personal development and growth. They are the ones who continually challenge themselves, push past their doubts, and never settle for less than their best. They don't wait for permission to be great. They take action and create their own opportunities. When you commit to unlocking your potential, you're committing to a life of constant evolution. And when you look back at how far you've come, you'll realize that your only true limitation was the one you set for yourself. You are capable of far more than you believe. Within you lies the potential for extraordinary things, but it's up to you to tap into it. You have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of, and the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to believe in yourself and take action. So start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. The moment is now. Your potential is waiting to be unleashed, and the world is ready for you to step into your greatness. This path to unleashing your potential requires commitment and courage. A willingness to step beyond your comfort zone and discover just how far you can go. It's about breaking free from the self-imposed boundaries and recognizing that what you've already accomplished is just a small fraction of what you can achieve when you believe in yourself and take action. When you unlock your true potential, you not only change your life, but also inspire others to do the same. Your journey is a testament to the power that lies within all of us. The only limit to your potential is the one you choose to accept. So start believing in your own power, take massive action, and watch as your world transforms. At the core of every great achievement is a shift in mindset. It's a simple truth that often gets overlooked. Success, fulfillment, and growth are not determined by your circumstances, but by how you think about those circumstances. Your mindset shapes how you respond to challenges, how you interact with opportunities, and how you view yourself and the world around you. Without a shift in mindset, even the most talented and capable individuals can remain stuck, never fully reaching their potential. But when you change your mindset, everything changes. The first part of shifting your mindset is understanding that how you perceive challenges directly impacts your ability to overcome them. Many people approach challenges with a fixed mindset, believing that their abilities and intelligence are static. They view obstacles as signs of their limitations, leading to frustration and self-doubt. But those who succeed understand that challenges are not setbacks, they are opportunities for growth. A growth mindset is the foundation for transformation. It's the belief that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. When you adopt a growth mindset, you begin to see every challenge as an opportunity to improve rather than a threat to your self-worth. A major shift in mindset also comes from realizing that failure is not the end, but a part of the journey. For many, failure is a source of fear. It can feel like a personal defeat, a confirmation that you're not good enough or that you're not cut out for success. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of success. Failure is feedback. It shows you what doesn't work, helps you adjust your approach, and teaches you valuable lessons that success cannot. The key to embracing failure is to detach your identity from it. Failure is an event, not a definition of who you are. When you view failure as a necessary stepping stone rather than an irreversible downfall, you free yourself from the fear that holds you back. Another key to shifting your mindset is recognizing the power of self-belief. Many people are quick to believe in others, but they fail to believe in themselves. They wait for external validation before taking action, which can cause them to second-guess their abilities and hold themselves back from pursuing their goals. This reliance on others' opinions weakens your inner strength and undermines your confidence. The truth is, the most important validation you will ever receive is your own belief in yourself. When you trust in your abilities and embrace your worth, you gain the courage to take risks, try new things, and push past your fears. This self-belief becomes the foundation for resilience, because when you believe in yourself, you can handle any challenge that comes your way. But self-belief is not something that comes easily to everyone, and that's okay. It's built over time through small victories, positive affirmations, and the deliberate practice of challenging negative thoughts. When you replace doubt with faith in your abilities, you unlock a level of inner strength that allows you to tackle bigger goals and face greater obstacles. Self-belief is a muscle that needs to be strengthened. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. It's about conditioning your mind to expect success, not failure. Progress, not stagnation. Victory, not defeat. Another vital aspect of shifting your mindset is the ability to focus on what you can control instead of worrying about things outside of your influence. We live in a world full of distractions, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by things that we have no power over. Opinions of others, external circumstances, or even past mistakes. But when you focus your energy on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, and your responses, you regain a sense of empowerment. You stop letting external factors dictate your emotions and choices, and instead, you choose how to react and what steps to take. Focus on the present moment and the actions you can take right now to move closer to your goals. This mindset shift also involves letting go of the fear of judgment or failure in the eyes of others. Many people get stuck because they fear what others will think of them when they fail. The fear of judgment can paralyze progress and stop people from even trying. But when you shift your mindset, you start to realize that others' opinions are irrelevant to your personal journey. The only judgment that matters is your own. When you stop worrying about external validation and instead focus on your own values, goals, and growth, you free yourself from the chains of insecurity. Shifting your mindset also requires you to adopt an attitude of gratitude. People who succeed understand that success is not just about achieving goals, but about appreciating the journey and the lessons learned along the way. Gratitude turns every setback into an opportunity to grow, and it helps you see the bigger picture. Instead of feeling frustrated by what you don't have, you begin to recognize and appreciate what you do have. This perspective opens your mind to more opportunities, more abundance, and more growth. Gratitude for what you've accomplished, no matter how small, creates momentum that propels you forward. In summary, a mindset shift is the key to unlocking your true potential. When you change how you think, you change how you act. When you embrace a growth mindset, view failure as a lesson, believe in yourself, focus on what you can control, and practice gratitude, you transform not only your actions, but also your reality. A powerful mindset allows you to break free from limitations, overcome obstacles, and achieve things you once thought impossible. It's all about understanding that you have the power to choose your perspective and ultimately your success. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. So choose to believe, choose to grow, and choose to succeed. Persistence and focus in any journey towards success. One of the most important factors is persistence. Too often people give up just short of their breakthrough. They get discouraged by setbacks, distracted by challenges, or lose their drive when they don't see immediate results. But persistence is the thread that ties all great achievements together. It's the unshakable belief that no matter how difficult the path gets, no matter how many obstacles appear, you will keep going. Persistence is what separates those who reach their dreams from those who abandon theirs along the way. The key to persistence is understanding that success is rarely immediate. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the road to achieving your goals is often long and winding. There will be moments when you feel like you're not making any progress, when you question whether you're on the right path, or when failure seems imminent. It's in those moments that the true power of persistence shines. It's when things get tough that you must dig in and keep moving forward. Every challenge, every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and prove to yourself that you're committed to your journey. Persistence is the muscle that allows you to continue pressing forward when everything else is telling you to quit. But persistence alone isn't enough. You also need to maintain focus. Focus is what helps you stay on course when distractions are everywhere. It's easy to get sidetracked by short-term pleasures, by the opinions of others, or by the seemingly endless stream of information and demands that we face every day. But if you are to achieve your goals, you must learn to prioritize what truly matters and eliminate distractions that prevent you from making progress. Focus is the ability to concentrate your energy and attention on one thing at a time, regardless of what is happening around you. It's the skill of staying connected to your mission even when the world around you is chaotic. Maintaining focus requires discipline. It's about making decisions each day that move you closer to your vision, whether it's dedicating time to your passion project, exercising consistently, or learning new skills. Focus is the foundation for consistent action. Success is built on small, consistent steps that compound over time. The more you focus on what matters most, the faster you will see results, and the more fulfilling the journey will become. Focus allows you to channel your energy into purposeful actions and keep your eyes on the prize. Without it, persistence can easily turn into wasted effort because you'll be pulled in too many directions, unable to sustain momentum. However, there's another aspect of persistence and focus that's critical to success: the ability to embrace discomfort. When you're pursuing something worthwhile, you're going to face difficult moments. It's natural to want to avoid pain or challenges, but growth only occurs outside of your comfort zone. The willingness to push through the discomfort is what makes the difference between success and failure. Every great achievement has been accomplished by someone who is able to stay focused and persist through the challenges that came their way. The journey will not always be easy, but if you can persist through tough times with a focused mind and unwavering determination, you will come out on the other side stronger and more capable than before. Persistence also teaches the importance of patience. It's common to want immediate gratification, to expect results quickly, but the truth is success takes time. Whether you're building a business, working toward a fitness goal, or striving for personal development, the process requires patience. Patience is not about waiting passively for things to happen. It's about staying committed, taking consistent action, and trusting that the results will come when the time is right. It's the ability to stay the course even when you don't see immediate results, knowing that every action you take is a step closer to your goal. The greatest example of persistence and focus can be seen in people who have faced extraordinary challenges but refuse to give up. Think of inventors who spent years developing their products before they became successful, athletes who trained tirelessly for decades to reach the pinnacle of their sport, or entrepreneurs who failed multiple times before they found success. All of these individuals had one thing in common: they kept going when others would have quit. They didn't let failures define them. Instead, they used those failures as stepping stones, learning from each one and improving along the way. And eventually, their persistence paid off. At the same time, focus gives you the clarity to prioritize what matters most. Without focus, it's easy to waste time on unimportant tasks, getting caught up in activities that don't contribute to your long-term goals. Focus helps you stay true to your mission, to remember why you started in the first place, and to direct your energy in the most productive way. When you combine persistence with laser-like focus, you become unstoppable. In the end, success is not about how many times you've been knocked down, but how many times you've gotten back up. Persistence and focus create the momentum you need to turn your dreams into reality. It's about maintaining unwavering belief in your vision, regardless of how hard the road gets, and keeping your attention firmly fixed on the prize, no matter how many distractions come your way. The journey may be long, but every step you take, every challenge you overcome, brings you closer to the success you've worked so hard for. So don't give up. Keep moving forward. Stay focused, stay persistent, and let your actions speak louder than any doubt or setback. Turning doubts into motivation, the path to success is rarely a straight line, and along the way, we often encounter doubt. Doubt can come from others, family, friends, colleagues, or it can stem from within as we wrestle with our own insecurities. These doubts can be incredibly powerful and demoralizing if we allow them to take root. However, it's important to recognize that doubt is not a reflection of your abilities, but rather a signal that you're on the verge of growth. In fact, it can be transformed from a limiting force into a powerful motivator. When people doubt you, it's easy to internalize their negativity and allow it to fuel feelings of inadequacy. The fear of failure or of being judged by others can lead to self-doubt, causing you to question your worth, your skills, or your vision. But here's a vital truth. The doubts others project onto you are often a reflection of their own fears and limitations. Many times when people doubt you, they are really doubting themselves. They might not have the courage to pursue their own dreams, and in turn, they project their limitations onto you. They see the risk you're taking and feel uncomfortable with it, so they try to pull you back into the comfort of mediocrity. But you don't need to accept their limitations as your own. Instead, use their doubts as fuel to drive you forward. Think about the most successful people in history, the ones who achieved greatness in the face of doubt and adversity. They were often told they couldn't achieve their goals, that their dreams were too big or unrealistic. But instead of listening to those voices of doubt, they turned that negativity into motivation. Every no became a stepping stone, every piece of criticism a challenge to prove themselves wrong. They didn't let the doubts of others define their path. They used those doubts to strengthen their resolve and propel themselves further toward their vision. The key to turning doubt into motivation is developing an unwavering belief in yourself. Your belief in your abilities is stronger than any external criticism. It's this self-belief that will keep you moving forward when others doubt you, and it's the fire that fuels your determination to reach your goals. No matter how loud the critics get, or how many obstacles appear in your way, your belief in your own potential is your greatest weapon. With this belief, you can silence the doubts of others and remain steadfast in your pursuit. Furthermore, don't allow doubt to keep you from taking action. It's easy to get paralyzed by the fear of failure or to second-guess every decision, but the most successful people in the world are not those who avoid mistakes, but those who keep moving forward despite them. Action creates momentum, and the more action you take, the more you'll prove to yourself and to the world that you are capable of achieving what others thought was impossible. Each small step forward helps you build confidence and shows the world that your vision is worth pursuing. It's not about waiting for doubt to disappear before you take action. It's about moving forward with courage in spite of it. Another important way to turn doubt into motivation is to embrace failure as a learning opportunity. When you fail, you learn, you adapt, you grow, and you get better. Doubt often arises because of the fear of failure, but if you change your perspective on failure, you can begin to view it as a necessary part of the success process. Every failure brings valuable lessons that will help you succeed in the future. Instead of feeling discouraged when you encounter setbacks, use them as opportunities to adjust your strategy, learn new skills, and improve your approach. Failure is not an endpoint, it's a chapter in the story of your success. Turning doubt into motivation is also about staying true to your vision. The more you connect with the passion behind your goals, the more resilient you become to external criticism. When you have a clear, compelling vision of what you want to achieve, doubts from others become less significant. They are just noise, not a reflection of your truth. When your vision is stronger than the doubts you face, you become unstoppable. Finally, remember that doubt is a sign that you're pushing boundaries. If you weren't challenging yourself, if you weren't going after something big, there would be no reason for doubt. Doubt is a byproduct of courage. Courage to dream, to act, and to strive for something greater than you've ever achieved before. Embrace it, welcome it, and use it to propel yourself forward. At the end of the day, the doubts of others don't matter. What matters is your belief in yourself and your willingness to take action in the face of doubt. When you can turn doubt into motivation, you unlock a level of determination and strength that will carry you through any obstacle. So the next time someone doubts you, take it as a sign that you're on the right track. Let their doubts fuel your fire and prove them wrong. The world is full of dreamers, but the ones who make those dreams a reality are the ones who choose to use doubt as a driving force towards success. The power to silence doubt lies in your hands, and that power will lead you to greatness.